Rematches for me are not in my plans, even though I'm open to anything, whatever makes sense. I have the best team in the world, the best managers, and so for me, it's putting myself, doing my job, putting myself in a position, and allowing my team to execute.
Just as a fan, have you been watching the sport? Have you been keeping up with it?
I've been keeping up with it for sure. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, and so I know all of the new guys I'm excited for, all of the YouTubers, all of the Instagrammers. I just love what it's done for boxing, so I definitely keep up with it.
I know Tank Davis recently fought, but other than Tank Davis, does any other young fighter stand out for you?
There's a bunch of young fighters that I like. Without naming too many guys, because I go down a whole list, I just think that it's a good thing for boxing right now to be in the position that it's in, because we have such good new talent and so many people being brought into the sport by so many guys that maybe aren't from the essence of boxing, but are into the sport.
What do you think about Ryan Garcia's situation with the performance-enhancing drug scandals and then the way things played out for him? Just your thoughts?
Unfortunate, definitely a sad thing for boxing, that situation, because it was, the magnitude of the fight was really, really big, and for it to be, the performance he put on was amazing. But I tell you one thing I don't like is that he's throwing my strength and conditioning trainer Scooter under the bus. And Scooter has worked with so many world champions. He's worked with so many of us guys, and we've never tested positive for anything. And so him getting thrown under the bus, to me, is unfortunate. But as a professional, we have to watch what we intake. We have to watch all of the things that are given to us, regardless to what. But, it is sad to see that that is ruled the way that it is.
So you and in terms of his tainted supplement claim, you don't believe that?
I believe that Scooter would never do anything to put anyone in harm. I believe that Scooter's an honest man. He's worked with all us New York fighters and even, champions from other places of the world. And so there would be no gain for him, no benefit to him to be able to do something like that.
Why do you feel he's throwing him under the bus like that?
I don't want to be too controversial, but I mean, obviously it's a situation where you want all the attention off of you and someone and put it on someone, deter it to where it may not seem as heavy on you, and just say, someone else done it. But yeah.
You've worked with him before, what he's saying is, I would imagine from your interpretation, kind of attacking Scooter's character. When you heard that, what'd you think?
I thought it was heartbreaking, because I know Scooter personally and from a professional standpoint. He's a great guy. He loves and cares about all of his fighters. And one thing about Scooter too, he likes to be represented from the guy who makes things happen. And so him going down the line, putting his reputation on the line with a guy like Ryan Garcia, for all of this to have happened, is just unfortunate.
You had mentioned you have worked before and nothing has ever happened. Is that what I couldn't hear? Is that what you were saying?
Absolutely. I've been working with Scooter for more than half of my career. He's worked with all of the New York top guys and all of the heavyweight, middleweight champions. And the guy that just knocked out Deontay Wilder, he's just feeling Zhang. He just was working with Zhang. So he has a great arsenal, and no one has ever came up with anything dirty. So, yeah. Just excited to be back, soaking it all in. I'm a fan of the sport, so see some of these fans excited to see us guys come back and perform. It gives me some motivation for fight night.
Being the legend that you are in boxing, even Shane Mosley seemed to show a lot of respect. I don't know, maybe a little too much. You know what I mean? I know you saw it. We all saw it. Just what was your take on that?
Real recognize real. And so sometimes you have to give respect when it's due. I do know that he's most likely trained 100%, and so I'm ready for the best Shane Mosley yet, regardless of the respect that he shows outside, which sometimes could speak volumes, but at the end of the day, you never know. Things change in the ring. Sometimes people say things to get inside your head, and sometimes people say things to deter you. But as a true professional, I know I have a game plan come Saturday night.
Daniel, obviously the game plan here is to get back into the title mix. After this fight, how do you work your way up the ladder?
After this fight, what?
How do you work your way back up the ladder, starting with this fight?
Yeah, after this fight, and even talking about this fight, not overlooking this fight, because this is a good fight for me at this particular point. Coming back against a young, hungry, up-and-coming future champion. He's had a long streak, winning streak. He looked very impressive against Gabe Rosado. So if I can go in there and look really good and maybe even get a knockout, it'll put me right back into that position. Because my ultimate goal is to be a champion in another division, but a 3-time overall.
Canelo, what do you think he should do next? A lot of people want to see him in there with David Benavidez. Your thoughts on how his progress since you fought one of the better versions of him post PEDs?
I would love to see that fight with Benavidez. I think it's the next fight that he should take. I think it's something that the fans want, so that's why it should be even more of a go for him. Benavidez is a big, tough, strong fighter, but he's also the next and the now. I just think Canelo is maybe possibly avoiding that and trying to choose and go other fields to go out with a bang. So, yeah, I'll let you guys get to the rest of the interview.